What's up, everyone? It's Brian Simon hanging out in the garage, and you're watching Brian's Briefs. Doing some work inside today. It's a little cold. It's raining outside. Rainy days are good for two things. One, sleeping in, and two, cleaning off that dirty car. If you remember the video where I did that the gun shooting, you can check the link below. My truck was pretty dirty because I went through that mud puddle really fast. Kicked up mud everywhere. But it's clean today. This morning I built a scratch post for my cat. It's pretty sweet. I just used some leftover carpet and a nail gun, put some stuff together, and now the cat will be able to scratch its claws on there and not scratch us. So check it, my teacher from back in the 8th grade, Miss Daisy, mailed me a tape of the first song that I ever wrote. It's pretty bad. I can't even remember what I think I had to write something creative, I guess, about this book that I read called Canyons. From what I can recall, the book was about an Indian boy who died. And a couple hundred years later, this other boy visited the place where this guy died, and he found this skull, and the skull had magical powers and it could talk to him. And I guess the magical powers or the spirit or whatever was from this Indian boy that had died. So without further ado, I'm going to play it, and it's really terrible. If I ever become famous, holler at your boy, yo, Columbia Records, what? Then you'll be able to say you heard the very first Brian Simon song.
This is the song I made for Mrs. Daisy's room for the project. It's entitled Canyons, and it was wrote and sung by Brian Simon, a really cool guy. And here it is. A 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a man named Coyote Runs, and he was an Apache Indian. He died in a place called Bear Canyon, way up in the desert. He was shot by some mean, ruthless bluebellies. Bang, 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 bang. He was shot in the head, instantly dead, and rotted for 100 years. 10 decades, 1 century. In the 1900s, about right now, a boy named Brennan visited Dog Canyon. He went with his mom, a guy named Bill, for a camping trip. Sometime during the night he woke up, found a skull, put it in his pack, took it home, put it in his closet, and did some detective work. Well, to make a long story very short, Brennan had to put the skull somewhere, called the medicine places where spirit wanted to be forever and ever and all eternity. Brennan put the skull back and was very glad he had done what the spirit told him to. Then he was filled with laughter and lived happily ever after. The moral of the story is to drink your milk. It will help you grow very big. Actually, this doesn't make very much sense, but it sounded real cool. Thank you. I hoped you enjoyed my work. If you couldn't understand it, That's just too bad. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Daisy, for sending me that tape. That's awesome. It's cool to go back and see how girly you sounded when you were little. Hi guys, I'm Brian Simon. Alright, so I kept listening to the tape after that part was done, and I found some stuff where my sister and I, we had this karaoke machine, and you could record or like hook your microphone up and then speed it up so it would sound like a chipmunk. This one tape here, that has a couple minutes worth of silly goofiness in there, so if you guys want to hear that, I guess I'll play that right now too. Most of it's really annoying, but there's some funny parts in there. A little bit of trivia here. Tell me if you know the wrestler who is famous for the catchy saying that I say somewhere in this bunch of gibberish.
Hi, my name's Chip. Hi, my name's Dale. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh look! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Do it, you stupid! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah! Okay, bye.
Well, that was interesting. Leave me a comment below. Tell me something about your life that you remember. Maybe you're only 3 years old and you haven't had time to make memories. Well, do it anyway! Tell me something cool about your past, your childhood, something you remember doing. Remember to live every day to the fullest, because in a couple years you'll look back and you'll really envy the now moments. Alright, this is Brian Simon. Were you wondering where I went? And you've just been briefed.